The Galactic Alliance had never encountered a species quite like humans. Their homeworld, Earth, was classified as a death world due to its high gravity, extreme weather patterns, and diverse ecosystem of predators that had shaped human evolution. But it wasn't until the Battle of Proxima Centauri that the Alliance truly understood what that meant. Commander Rek of the Tuvalu Combat Force stood tall on the bridge of his warship. His species was renowned throughout the galaxy for their tactical prowess and warrior culture. The Tuvalu had never lost a ground battle in their 1,000-year history. "The human forces are retreating, Commander," his lieutenant reported. "They appear to be abandoning their forward position." Rek's mouth parts clicked in satisfaction, as expected. "They recognize our superior numbers. Prepare the ground forces for final victory." The Alliance forces had been locked in conflict with humans for 3 standard months. This battle would determine control of the entire Proxima Centauri system. Lieutenant Maz studied the tactical display with concern. "Commander, our scouts report unusual activity. The humans appear to be digging." "Digging?" Rek scoffed. "In the middle of battle? Perhaps they seek to hide. It matters not. We will overwhelm them by dawn." Down on the red soil of Proxima Centauri, Captain Tom Miller of the Earth Defense Force wiped sweat from his brow as he examined the network of trenches, foxholes, and defensive positions his soldiers had established throughout the night. "Barbed wire perimeter is complete, sir," reported his second-in-command, Lieutenant Anna. "Claymore mines are set, and the machine gun nests have overlapping fields of fire." Tom nodded. "And the false retreat?" "Executed perfectly. Their forward scouts took the bait. They're mobilizing for a full frontal assault at dawn." "Good." Tom smiled grimly. "Make sure the artillery has the coordinates. When they move into the Kittle Zone, I want to hit them with everything we've got." Lieutenant Anna hesitated. "Sir, intelligence says the Tuvalu have never encountered trench warfare or defensive fortifications. They always fight in open formations, relying on their natural armor and superior numbers." "Then they're about to learn a hard lesson from humanity's bloody past," Tom replied. "Sometimes the old ways work best." As the twin suns of Proxima Centauri began to rise, Commander Rek ordered his forces forward. 8,000 Tuvalu warriors advanced across the open plain toward the human position. Their armor gleamed in the morning light. Their war cries echoed across the battlefield. "The humans number less than 2,000, Rek observed confidently. "Victory is assured." His confidence faltered when the first line of Tuvalu warriors suddenly disappeared in explosions of dirt and body parts. "What is happening?" he demanded. "Some kind of buried explosives, Commander," his lieutenant replied, mandibles twitching nervously. "They've hidden weapons in the ground." Before Rek could respond, human artillery opened fire. Shells rained down with terrifying accuracy, creating chaos among the Tuvalu ranks. Still, they pressed forward, only to be met with concentrated machine gun fire from concealed positions. "They're shooting from holes in the ground," the lieutenant said incredulously. "They created a network of defensive positions with interlocking fields of fire." Rek watched in horror as his warriors were cut down in waves. Those who managed to reach the human lines encountered barriers of sharp metal wire that entangled and slowed them, making them easy targets. "Order a retreat," Rek commanded, his voice hollow. "Regroup and prepare for orbital bombardment." But the retreat proved as deadly as the advance. The humans had placed explosive devices behind the Tuvalu forces as well, and snipers picked off officers with disturbing precision. By midday, nearly half of Rek's ground forces had been lost. For the first time in his military career, he faced defeat. In his command bunker, Captain Tom received reports of the Tuvalu withdrawal. "They're falling back to their ships," Anna reported. "Casualties are estimated at 40%. "They'll be back," Tom said, "probably with air support. Have our anti-aircraft batteries ready and make sure everyone's prepared for chemical warfare. Have the engineers start on deeper bunkers." "Sir," Anna asked hesitantly, "these tactics, trenches, mines, barbed wire, they're centuries old on Earth." Tom nodded. "World War I primarily. Horrible conflict. But effective defensive strategy when you're outnumbered. The Tuvalu fight like ancient Romans, organized formations in open fields. They've never had to adapt to the kind of warfare Earth's history forced us to perfect. On his ship, Commander Rek reviewed footage of the battle, trying to comprehend what had happened. "These defensive structures," he said, "this method of fighting from concealed positions, is this new human technology?" His military advisor shook his head. "No, Commander. Our intelligence indicates these are ancient tactics from their homeworld. They call it trench warfare. Apparently, humans fought each other this way centuries ago." Rek's 4 eyes blinked in sequence. "They developed these tactics fighting against their own kind." "Yes, Commander. Their history is filled with such conflicts. What we witness today is considered basic military doctrine on Earth." A cold feeling settled in Rek's stomach. The Alliance had classified Earth as a death world based on its natural hazards, but they had failed to consider what that environment had taught its inhabitants. If these brutal, efficient tactics were considered basic by human standards, what else had they learned from their violent history? For the first time, Commander Rek wondered if the Alliance had made a terrible mistake in provoking humanity. A species that had survived and thrived on a deaf world had clearly mastered the art of survival through whatever means necessary. He made his decision: prepare a communication to Alliance High Command. Recommend immediate peace negotiations with the humans. Because if basic human tactics could cause such devastation, Rek had no desire to discover what humans considered advanced warfare.